The cyberspace is home to billions of people and is the right platform you need to grow your business. The Center for Innovation and Technology is offering you a golden opportunity to speak directly to your market at an affordable price. We also offer media training workshops, live streaming, documentary production, and events management. Get in touch with us today on the following numbers: +263 867 711 0290 or 0718 100 235. Don't forget to subscribe to our social media platforms. Like our Facebook page, Center for Innovation and Technology. Follow us on Twitter @SiteZW. And you can also check out our website, www.site.org.zw. You can also visit our offices at 45 Moffat Avenue, Hillside, Blair. Take advantage of this opportunity to expand your business.
Welcome to Health and Living Talk Show, where we are going to be discussing and giving you reliable information on healthy lifestyles. My name is Sipho, and today we are going to be talking about the International Condoms Day, and we're going to be talking about the sensitivity of key populations. Joining us today is a young lady who has founded her own organization, and she's going to tell us about it. Can you please tell us about yourself and your organization?
Hello guys, my name is Queen Ncube from Impact Foundation. Our vision as Impact Foundation is to make an impact everywhere we go, changing lives, transforming lives.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And which audience or target group are you trying to reach out to?
As Impact Foundation, we're trying to reach out to young people in school, youth out of school, and other youths out there, everyone just in general.
Okay. I believe you speak for young people and your organization is youth orientated. A few days ago, we were celebrating the International Condoms Day. It was also in relation with the recent Valentine's Day. What is your take on that International Condoms Day?
International Condoms Day, it was a great initiative because as an organization as well, we're encouraging people to use condoms correctly and consistently. Yeah.
Okay. The theme of 2019 for International Condoms Day was Safer Sex is Sexy, Putting Sexy Back in Safer Sex. What is your take on that theme?
My take on the theme is that I also believe that safer sex is sexy because without practicing safer sex, there are a lot of consequences that someone will face. You can face STIs, you can have teenage pregnancy, even acquire HIV and AIDS. So people should practice safer sex.
Okay, moving along to another topic that is linked to the practice of safer sex. There is a sensitive thing that is going on in key population, which is mostly ignored in our community. What is your understanding to key population?
Okay, my understanding about key populations, these are the key people that are key drivers of HIV and AIDS. These are the marginalized communities. For example, examples of key populations are sex workers, LGBTQIs, that's lesbian, gays, bisexual, intersex and queers, and then truck drivers. Yeah.
And with that said, it's important for them to have easy access to condoms and to practice safer sex. We'll start with the sex workers. The challenges that they face, what would you say are the challenges that they face when it comes to accessing condoms?
When it comes to sex workers, the challenge that they face is that Kuma clinics, they are not comfortable, especially Kuma government clinics. And if you figure with sex worker, and then you tell a service provider, I'm a sex worker, akukho youth friendly yabo. Maybe ule STI yakho ufika umajethi no I'm a sex worker, this and this is happening, bahle bekukhawadi khona bahle bethi hayi you cannot access this.
Yes.
Uzenzele when you're a sex worker, but in which la umuntu lama rights akhe as a sex worker.
Yes, which is infringing their rights. And the other thing, their clients as well. Some would come and say, "Mina ngifuna ukusebenzisa condom." Yeah. What would you say about that as well?
Basically, thina ama sex workers esihlangana lawo, we educate them ukuthi everywhere you go, you better negotiate what for safer sex. Negotiate for safer sex, and then we've got our theme yokuthi one condom, one round. Most of our sex workers are we are EMA clinics. For example, clinics clinic here says was information enjalo ukuthi I should use a condom. Without a condom, no sex.
Okay. Moving right along. You said in your organization you are approached by sex workers, right? What are the other challenges do you think that they face besides access of condoms?
Yeah, my challenges are faced by my sex workers. There are a lot of challenges. Let me just. Okay, my challenges about facing which konkona. Ema bawala papa sebenzela khona. Bayajila selana ba kulezinto ezenzakala ukuthi konkona. If you are a sex worker, there are gay sex workers and female sex workers. So kuba le competition kuma clients. So kuba le problem yokuthi a gay sex worker and a female sex worker bayaxabana just because of clients. That is the other problem abayifaceayo. You see? So the other problem which is being faced by sex workers futhi ukuthi they are being ill-treated by my clients. Utwazonela mfuyi yanti. Ukuthi mina nxa uthi in sex worker nje so in case you want you realize ukuthi maybe ngilisela vele. Ngifike nje lapha. The other sex workers or the other sex worker obuyayo futhi se face a challenge ukuthi iclient lelana lesam trust. So it's a challenge khona ukuthi konkona amanye ama sex workers they are not trustworthy. So kuonela wonke umuntu. Okay,
all right. So sex workers basically they find themselves being abused because of that stereotype that all sex workers are thieves, meaning that they face challenges in getting easy access to health services, and they're also abused by their clients who don't want to protect them from who don't want to use condoms, and baba abuse, they're calling them thieves again. You mentioned something earlier about LGBTQ. Can we just talk about that, because they're also part of that key population which are key drivers to HIV and AIDS. What would you say about that community?
Oh, basically LGBTQI community like any community at risk of getting HIV, because you realize ukuthi kulabantu abagay and gay people are part of the community. So ama gays bale sex yabo abayenza different, right? So sex yabo lana ba at risk just because emuva ngale there's a softer skin. So if we send the sex laphana kuba le penetration like kuyaphangisa ukuthi imkhuhlane ipenetrate, you see. Yeah.
Okay, and access of health services for gays especially, what challenges do you think that they have in accessing condoms and just getting clinical services?
When it comes to clinical services, most of the gay people, they don't prefer going to government hospitals and city council clinics, because they are not treated kahle. Just because maybe abele STI emuva ngale, and then audience sebefika sesithi kavele busuyenzani lapho kuze kube nje. You get the sense?
Okay.
So bagcina be prefer ukuthi be PSI or SESHA. Yikho lapho abanjani abakhululeke khona. Yikho lapho kulama nurse anjani are trained, are sensitized about certain things. Ngoba at the moment ama police makers ebasa sensitize kwama hospitals ukuthi be understand ukuthi there are people who are gays, lesbians, bisexual, who are trans.
Okay, and yeah, they are there in our communities, so policymakers need to make sure that they actually understand that we have those people and we're actually living with them.
Yeah.
And another thing, part of key population, it's people who are in prisons.
Yeah.
We find, we have heard of reports of that they're practicing homosexuality. How are they prevented from actually getting diseases like HIV and AIDS and STIs? Are the prison facilities actually talking about the homosexuality that's happening in prisons? Because the males in prisons are also part of the key population.
Okay, in prisons at the moment, ade ungakabila ama-condoms akhona ngale bekungakacatshangeli abantu abase-prison, but akhona ama-sections abakhona kuma-prisons. But when it comes to ama-services anjengama-condoms and other things, not at the moment.
Okay, and what would you say civil societies should do to make sure that everyone is actually included, even those that are in prisons? What must be done? What would you suggest for especially civil society organizations?
Okay, I would suggest that people should be sensitized. Abantu bebalazi iqiniso ukuthi we cannot ignore ukuthi ku community yami kulabantu aba-bisexual, ku community yami kulabantu abangama-lesbian, ku community yami kulabantu aba-gay. And so community-based organization, at least they khuluma about these things, these people should access services. They spread the information. Hayi abantu laba should be treated fairly. Joba eclinic kulama patients chart akhuluma ngokuthi umuntu ufuza treatment njani eclinic. So I guess abantu fuze befundiswe into zona lezi.
Yeah, it's true. And abantu abayenza ama-policies should also understand that we are having these people in our communities. They should also include them. Another part of key population, it's adolescents, young girls. We see young girls that are sex workers, and I feel like most of them, they don't have that knowledge. I can actually say no to this person. No condom, no sex. Yeah. How has civil society organization reached out to those young girls who are not yet empowered to actually stand up for themselves and say, if there's no condom, there's nothing that's happening?
I believe there is still a gap, just because I see bonke abantu abafinyelelwayo with the knowledge. I know ukuthi there are adolescent girls out there abangama-sex workers and
yes,
but abangela that knowledge ukuthi kulento ethiwa yi-PrEP, kulento kulama-clinical services amanje ofuze ngiwathathe in order for me ukuthi even though ngiyi-sex worker uhambe kuhle. So I guess fuze senze more sensitization, abantu befundi sibadinge bona laba ababesenza such things. And then yakwazi ukuthi kunzima sibilo approach umuntu ukuthi no, i-lifestyle leyo oyiphilayo fuze yenze so. But singadinga ezinye indlela nje ukuthi sithi.
Okay, and you just mentioned another thing, PrEP. How easily available is PrEP? And before we talk about the availability of PrEP, what is PrEP?
Okay, PrEP is an ARV lo muntu HIV negative.
Okay.
So PrEP lithathwa umuntu HIV negative.
Okay.
You get the sense?
Yes.
So usually PrEP we give it to sex workers, we give it to the LGBTQI community, and we also give it to serodiscorded couples at the moment in Zimbabwe. So PrEP these days kule pressuring as in legal demand. So as an ordinary person you cannot access PrEP.
Okay. Just
because legal demand. We are looking at ama-sex workers, serodiscorded couples labanokuthi indoda yabe njani HIV negative and umfazi enjani HIV positive. Okay. So we offer to PrEP to abantu abanjani abanjalo at the moment.
Okay. And do you know how it actually works? Would you like to tell us about that?
Okay, PrEP when you're taking i-PrEP and you need to adhere to i-PrEP kakhulu. Ayisukuthi ukuthi ungathatha i-PrEP namuhla kusasa uyeqise you are safe. No. When we're talking about adherence, we're talking about the correctly and consistency of taking yokuthatha medication yakho, and you take it correctly and consistent. Meaning ukuthi uyalithatha namuhla ungazitshela ukuthi uyinatha ngo-8 ntambama yikho khonokho. Tomorrow uyayinatha ngo-8 until you reach 21 days.
Okay.
21 days yikho lapho eqala uba active khona emzimbeni wakho.
All right.
But awuyekeli ukulinatha ngoba imbodlela lela lile 30 manje imbodlela le-PrEP. So you continue lokhu natha from 21 yikho eqala khona uba active, and then up to 28. 28 susiya ku review yakho. So what happens is i-PrEP lana if ungayithatha and I see ukuthi first day you can go and sleep without protection. No. After taking i-PrEP, we have to stay on a 21 days and then you go to work as a sex worker. If ungakafiki 21 days, you can use a condom. Ubulokhu protected. Then after 21 days, there's no need to use anything, just because of vigelekile from HIV.
Okay. And you mentioned ukuthi it's not easily available. So do our government clinics actually have a PrEP?
No. Our government clinics are PrEP at the moment. Sometimes you can see short sensitization. Even though I feel clinic kunesi uthi indinga i-PrEP, omunye vele akakwazi ukuthi i-PrEP uyini. So i-PrEP itholakala kwamanye ama clinics la afana le-PSI lasesesha. So ama sex workers and other abafalla under that category to PrEP these days, we refer them ukuthi bethole that access.
Okay. And I've also heard that a PrEP, maybe if you've been raped, yes, you're meant to actually take a PrEP. Oh,
the point of correction. That one is not what PrEP. We've got PEP and PrEP.
All right.
PrEP is pre-exposure prophylaxis.
All right.
Meaning you take it before being exposed.
Okay.
Before indulging into sexual activity, you take PrEP. It's pre-exposure.
Okay, all right.
Prophylaxis. Yeah. And then we've got PEP, which is post-exposure prophylaxis.
Okay.
Post meaning after.
Meaning you've been exposed to the virus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So PEP usually sipha abantu abarechiwe.
Abarechiwe, okay.
Yeah. If you urechiwe, within 72 hours you go to the clinic, they give you a PEP.
Okay, so that's the one that's actually available at clinics.
At clinics, yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Thank you for joining us, Queen. This has been a really interesting topic. Do you have any last words for our viewers?
My last words to the viewers, if you know what you are part of sex workers, be it adolescent girls, you need to access some services akhona. Liaise with community-based organizations, and then liaise with other organizations that deal with what human rights. Bazamncedisa ukuthi uthole njani ama services akhona. If you're a key population sex worker, let us practice safe sex.
There it is. I hope you enjoyed the show, and do not forget to subscribe to Asake Online. Till we meet again, don't forget to stay in shape.